Hi guys, welcome back. Guys, in any competition, if you want to win, you have to do two things. You have to first understand yourself, your strength, your weaknesses, and you have to understand your opponent. Your opponent's moves, you have to understand opponent's what is his strength and what is his weakness. Then only you can win the battle. In UPSC examination also, as an aspirant, you have to know yourself, you have to understand your strength and weaknesses, and you have to understand your competitor, which is the person who is setting the question paper every year. You have to understand what is his mindset, what is his approach, what is his perspective, so that you can prepare in the right direction. Guys, one thing which I have observed, that many aspirants, they are struggling very hard, they are working very hard, still they are not able to crack the prelims examination. They have done coaching in Delhi, they are staying in Delhi, they have access to all the materials, all the coaching institutes material, still they are failing to crack the prelims examination. Guys, in today's video I am going to explain to you the reason behind that. Guys, in the last 2-3 weeks I have spoken to thousands of aspirants, and while speaking to these thousands of aspirants, one reason of failure I have got, which is common to most of them. One reason of failure which is common to most of them, and that reason of failure I am going to share, so that you, while preparing for 2024, don't make that mistake. You don't make that mistake. Guys, one thing, when I was speaking to few candidates, when they said, sir, I have done coaching from 2 institutes in the last 4 years. 2 institutes. I have done coaching from 2 institutes in the last 4 years. Still, I have failed to crack prelims. And I stay in Delhi. I spent a lot of money. I have tried to solve most test series, but still I am failing to crack the prelims examination. So I said, I inquired a little bit more, and I said, okay, did you able to answer these questions which came in 2023? He said, no, sir. Okay, then I started probing more. And one thing which I got to know from him is that he said, sir, actually in the last 4 years, I have invested all my time in watching video lectures, attending classes, coaching institutes classes, and whatever little material I have read, actually I have read the coaching institutes study material. I said, why? He said that the coaching institute said no need to read NCRTs, no need to read standard textbooks. Okay, just read our material, just listen to our lectures. These are more than sufficient. Everything in NCRT is covered in this book, covered in our video lectures. Guys, this is the main cause of failure. Most students who are joining coaching institutes and still failing to crack the prelims examination, the reason is that they are completely relying on video lectures. They are completely relying on coaching institute study materials. They are ignoring NCRT books. They are ignoring standard books. They are not practicing questions on these books. And I am going to prove this. I am going to prove this today in this video. I am going to prove this. Guys, let me start with one question. Which came in the prelims examination 2023. This is a question which came in the prelims examination 2023, and I was shocked to know that in a YouTube video where few teachers or mentors, they were discussing the UPSC question paper this year, and the geography faculty said that I had discussed ports, but I had not exactly told which is the largest port or not port. I had not told this. Guys, this is a problem in the video lectures. Guys, in the video lectures, any institute will give you video lectures. They cannot give you the entire details. Guys, in the prelims examination, the thing is about details. Prelims examination is all about details. It is about details. The mains examination is about analysis. For mains examination, if you attend lectures, you get the idea, then you can write in your own words. But in prelims examination, questions are sometimes based on very fine details. And if you have not read from the right standard textbooks, then you will not be able to solve the question. So even though your coaching institute might have taught you ports, but they might not have categorically given you these factual things. But let me show you, okay, there is an NCERT textbook. There is an NCERT textbook. Okay, India, the book, the name is India and the People. India and the People. And in that there is one chapter, Trade and Transport. Trade and Transport. And you can see here, exactly this question was picked from this page. Exactly this question was picked from this page. You can see Visakhapatnam port, okay, Jawaharlal Nehru port, okay, and Ennore port was given, and exactly this question, you can see this question was exactly framed from this chapter. Exactly the answer is given in that page. Okay, so this is the main reason. If you just rely on coaching institute videos, if you just rely on coaching institute study materials, you might miss, okay, you might miss reading the NCERTs from where questions are prepared. Guys, this year most of the geography questions, almost all geography question except the current affairs question, was completely from the NCERTs. Guys, not only that, many students, what mistake they do is that they do not practice the right set of questions. Guys, exactly this question, okay, I had given in my test. Exactly the same question I had given in my test. You can see this Optima test. You can see this Optima geography test. Optima geography test is the most important expected question test. Most important expected question test. You can see here, okay, Paradip port, Tuticorin port, Chennai port, Ennore port. You see, Ennore port is registered as the public company with government owning more than 50% stake. Ennore port, you see, exactly, Ennore is registered as a public company with the government. Okay, you can see here. And another question, you see, again in geography Optima, you can see here, okay, I have again given, okay, ports. Again I have given ports. So why in my test I have given two questions on ports. Two questions on ports I had given. Two questions. The reason was this year ports was very important. This year ports was very important because in the last 2 years, lot of developments. You can see this, okay, you can see this Mundra Port Drug Hall. Mundra Port Drug Hall. Okay, so Mundra Port was in news. There was another news that Mundra Port, okay, is now one of the largest ports in India, okay, handling more than Jawaharlal Nehru Port Trust. More than that, more than cargo than that. That was also in news. And you see how UPSC framed the question. UPSC framed the question in the same spirit. Largest, okay, first, okay. So let me just try to, okay, show you exactly this question was from the NCERTs. Okay, exactly the question was from NCERTs. Okay, so my point is what, that, okay, watch YouTube lectures, watch coaching institute video lectures, but don't ignore the NCERTs. Don't ignore the test on NCERTs. Guys, you know, in my lecture test series, we give NCERT test. Okay, we are the only, you can see this current affairs from the DPN. You can see this current affairs from the DPN. You can see this exactly we have given largest port in Bay of Bengal. Okay, Chennai port, largest port in Arabian Sea. Okay, you can see here the Mumbai port. Okay, you see this. Exactly we had given. Same question came in the exam. Same question came in the exam. Because in the last 2-3 years, ports were in news. Particularly this Mundra port. You can see this. This is from the DPN, Daily Prelims Notes. Okay, exactly. And now people say that, okay, that they are struggling to crack the prelims examination. They are struggling because of their faulty strategy. They are not reading two things which is required to crack prelims. They are not reading two things. Which are these two things? They are not reading standard textbooks. They are not reading NCERTs, thinking everything which is taught in the coaching institute is already covering these books. And they are not reading current affairs properly. They are not reading current affairs properly. Guys, if you do this and if you do this properly, no one can stop you from success in prelims. No one can stop you from success in prelims. Guys, you can see how I was able to give two questions in my top. What is Optima? Optima is top 100 geography question. In top 100 geography question, I gave two questions on ports. Just imagine 2 questions on ports, because I knew one question is going to come on ports. I knew that. The point is that you fail to understand what is the demand of exam, and that is the reason you, even after working hard, you fail to crack the prelims examination. Guys, let me tell you, that's the reason, okay, that's the reason in our tests, in our lecture test, okay, we give NCERT test. We are the only test series in the country which focuses on NCERTs. Very high quality question. I can tell you, very high quality question. Nowhere in India you will get these high quality questions on NCERTs. You go and you practice this test, you will understand. You will understand how to read the NCERTs. You will understand what to emphasize on NCERTs. You will understand how the questions are framed on NCERTs. Guys, this, even our NCERT test, we had a question on ports, and that question was similar to this question. That question was similar to this question which came in the prelims examination this year. The point is very simple. The point is very simple. Guys, even sitting at your home, not going to Delhi, not joining any coaching institutes, just with NCERTs and standard textbooks, you can crack the prelims examination, provided two things. Provided you have to do two things. Okay, first of all, what you need to do is that you need to read current affairs daily. It is completely free. You go to my website www.optimizeias.com. okay, you go to this website, free. I'm giving free current affairs, very high quality. This year around 60 questions, okay, around 60 questions, most authentic current affairs for the prelims examination. My current affairs is focused only on the prelims examination. You go and you read it completely free. Then what you need to do is that I have given you a timetable how to cover NCERT in 1 year. I have given, not 1 year, basically 6 months, from June to December, how you can cover all the NCERTs and standard textbooks scientifically. That timetable also, you go on my website, on the home page only, I have given you the free timetable. You sit at home and you prepare. Only one thing what you need to do is that covering every NCERT, after every NCERT, you solve my NCERT test, the new pattern NCERT test. Suppose you read the economic geography NCERT, okay, which is the India and people. After that, you solve 100 questions on that. I'm telling you, if you are able to do, solve, not just read the answer, solve it. Okay, while solving it, you will understand, okay, the question can frame like this way. The question can be framed like this way. Again, go and read the textbook. Again, go and read the textbook. If you are able to do that without any coaching institute lecture, without any coaching institute classes, you will easily crack the prelims examination. Let me tell you very frankly, you will easily crack the prelims examination. Guys, I myself have cracked the prelims examination like this. You see my scores. I have myself done it, okay, through self-study. You can also do through self-study. You can crack it. 6 times I have cracked. You can easily crack once. Okay, the thing is, you have to work hard. You analyze. Many students, what they are doing is that they don't want to study NCERTs. They don't want to practice questions. They want someone else to do for them and just teach us. Okay, what is going to come in exam. Guys, this is wishing for, okay, more. This is wishing more. Don't do that. You will be, okay, you will be disappointed. You have to do your own study. You have to do your own reading from these textbooks. Yes, how to do that reading? I have already made strategy videos on each and every NCERT, what you need to focus, what you need to leave. Please go through these videos. All these videos are there in this lecture test. I am giving you how to read NCERTs, what to focus, and please solve these NCERT tests. Along with that, okay, along with that, you can solve this question. Okay, you can also solve this question using my elimination techniques. How? So guys, just see this. Okay, just see this. You see this, okay, question. Kamraj Port, first major port, Mudra Port, largest port, Visakhapatnam, largest container port. Guys, you all know that, okay, I have given 2 times largest, okay. Both cannot be true together. Both cannot be true together. So one has to be wrong. One has to be wrong, and here you don't need which has to be wrong. So the answer is only 2. The answer is only 2. This was a trick. This was a trick which can be applied. I'm not saying that blindly you follow this trick and you get the answer, but this was a trick you could have applied. But this was directly given in the NCERT, sir. Exactly, this is word to word picked from the NCERT. The point is that if you are failing to read NCERT properly, if you are not solving questions on NCERT, high quality questions on NCERT, guys, this year I have already started this lecture test series in the new format. I am framing questions in the new format, very high quality questions. Start reading the NCERT textbook, start solving the questions. Then only you will be able to crack the prelims examination next year effortlessly. And I am also going to teach you optional elimination. Many people are spreading the rumor that optional elimination is dead. Guys, optional elimination is not dead. Okay, still optional elimination can help you score around 50 marks in the UPSC prelims examination this year. But the thing is, you should know the right optional elimination techniques. Guys, I have used optional elimination techniques to score very high marks in the prelims examination, and I have taught many students to score very high marks in the prelims examination. Even this year, many of my students are easily scoring 95, 100, 105, 115 also. So guys, if you have not cleared the prelims 2023 and if you're starting for the prelims 2024, do consider following the Lakshya self-study timetable and practice every weekend one test. Practice every weekend one text. Try to solve tests. Go back to the NCERTs. You see where you are lacking in concepts. Fill those concept gaps. Fill those concept gaps. So this is based on what? This is based on, you see, the strategy is based on what? You do self-study. You do self-study. Then what you do? You solve the PYQs on the chapter. Then you solve the test. You find the gaps. Fill those gaps again through self-study. This cycle. This cycle, if you are able to do, no one can stop you from cracking the prelims examination next year. Thank you guys. Bye-bye. Take care.